All right, shalom, shalom, boys here. Well, I was here uh, this morning just positioning uh, the wood pile from wood that I cut down at a client site, and I'm going to take this wood and I'm going to process it with that wood splitter, and it'll be added as a third row to that pile. Now, that pile is about 5 feet tall, and it is on about 20 pallets. 20 pallets, and each pallet is 3 feet by 4 feet. So if you do the math, you'll get the square footage and the height. I already gave you the height, but the square footage of uh, that wood pile right there. And so what I'm going to continue to do is add to it, because not only do I cut down trees and process trees, but if anybody's been watching my channel, they know that the main reason why I went into harvesting wood from tree services companies is because I had an erosion problem, which I have fixed now, because I am using wood that is chopped down, trees chopped down by uh, tree companies in the area. That solved my problem. But what didn't continue to happen, it increased, was the amount of wood. I started to deal with more wood servicing companies, and now I have like an abundant supply of wood, and I have some good places where I can put it, where the acreage is big enough as to where I can use this stuff in a myriad of things. But the main reason, or the main way in which I'm going to utilize these all this wood is burning in the wood stoves. Now, it's amazing. I see what's going on, and we've the people who have been living set apart, the people who have been out on a piece of land, uh, uh, homesteading, learning how to grow your own food, raising your own animals, because there's very few of us. I mean, I look out there and there's very, very few of us, especially in the quote unquote Israelite community. When you look at it as a whole, it's very, very few that are actually living this set apart agricultural life, where we are sufficient and proficient in growing our own food, where we're proficient in providing our own heat sources and maintaining our properties, whether it's uh, raising animals, maintaining property, or even as well, if it's uh, starting businesses, successful businesses. The very few of us that's done all these things and have done it virtually debt free. Where the cars and the land and the equipment, and it's all paid for. It's all paid for. The tools, it's all without debt. Uh, but there's very few of us out there that are getting it done, and I want to encourage the people that are actually doing the doers, the people that are actually getting out there, because see, what this does is it separates you in essence from the dumb shit and the bullshit and the lies and the deceit and the treachery. See, it separates you from all of that which the world has to offer. Because when we look at what's going on in the world, that's all that's going on: lies, deception, lying, cheating, stealing, bearing false witness. This is all you see that's going on in the world. Now, is it not the truth? Deception, lies, fabrications. I tell you, man, it's all right there in your face. There's shit. Hey, we're seeing the scripture, we're seeing the renewed covenant come alive right before your very eyes. Um, but uh, to those that are out there that are actually doing it, hey, let me tell you, uh, life is beautiful because if you live a blessed life, not blessed in terms of the way when I talk about you shall be blessed. I'm talking about the blessings in Deuteronomy. That's what I'm talking about. So that's what I go to as well. Now we know what the renewed covenant, even the Messiah, say about being blessed. So I understand. I'm not discounting that, but that's what Yah said. Yah said, this, hey, if you do these things, you will be blessed. You will have abundance. You will have an increase in your loins and in your flock and in your storehouses and in your health and in your age. Yeah, hey, that's what he said. And that's what I live. Uh, and so, therefore, you folks out there, you have to stay encouraged. It's amazing, like I said, and I digress. But I got the wood, and so I have all this excess wood, right? And the spirit moved on me. Process it all. I mean, I got so much wood. It is another stack over there. There's plenty down the driveway. I got to go ahead and I got to process this stack down. But this is something that I had dropped off, you know what I'm saying? What I do is just have them just dropped off, you know what I'm saying? Right up next to the fence. It's nice and neat. It ain't in, in anything's way. I try and keep things my best, as organized as possible. But, I can bring the trailer back here, bring the chainsaw back here, and cut all of this stuff up. This is good burnable wood. This is good burnable wood. So this is what my stacks are looking like, And so we're going to process this stuff down. We're going to process every bit of it down because you can store wood covered. Hey, man, you can store wood, 3-5 years. So, the goal is always going to be 5 years out in wood. And with the unlimited amount of wood that I'm getting delivered, I have way more than necessary because, I guess the Most High, he sees and he's revealing to his elect what's going on and what you need to be preparing for. And what he's doing is he's going ahead and he is giving you the resources that you need in order to prepare for the hour that we're living in, where inflation is just off the chain, where the price of all goods and services, in addition to heating, is going up. And the average American's salary, they're not going up. We're having a great divide, a great reset, and that is between the rich and the poor, the haves and the have-nots. And this was all prophesized. See, this collapse is taking place way different than what we all thought it was going to be. See, it's this slow grind and this slow transition of the peoples of the world, and particularly the peoples of the United States, into total poverty, all the while giving them social media so that they can perpetuate a lie that they're doing well when they're not doing well at all. It's amazing to look at people's posts and then actually talk to them and see what's going on in their life. And it's a literal mess. A literal mess. This is why I say, don't believe what you see on social media. You better be watching what people are doing. You better be watching what they're doing. You better be watching what they're not talking about. You better be watching what questions that they're asking and what questions that they're not asking. You better check out how they live. You better know them. You better look at, I've been saying it for years. Find out the mannerisms of a person's lifestyle and it'll tell you everything that you need to know. It'll tell you everything that you need to know about him as an individual. He's married, or is he single? Is he a family man, or is he runs the streets, or is he educated or not? He's been in the military. Is he anything about him? Has he been in corporate America? Did he work does he work now? Does he not work? See, the mannerism of a person's lifestyle. How does he treat people? The manner who they are, how they roll, how they interact. You need to know this. And see, when you know this, then you understand who you're dealing with. Oh, I tell you, times are getting more difficult. The cost of living will continue to go up. Trump is not going to solve your problem. None of these people are going to solve your problems. You know what you're going to solve? You. See, y'all will give you the resources necessary in order to get this thing done, but you have to be willing to put your hand to the plow. I am showing you. This is all wood delivered on the land for free. Oh, but we got to put in that work. We got to put in that work. So, this is what this is about. If you're willing to put in the work, y'all will bless the labor of your hands. And then you don't have to be up under all this tyranny that you see that they rolling out. Your rights are literally getting stripped from you by a tyrannical, satanic government that is obsessed with lust, power, and money. I tell you that this is what you got going on. All these governments, all these men. Look at Tiffany Henyard. Look at these folks out here. Harrison. Look at these people. These people leading you. By their fruit you shall know them. And it's not just by the fruit. It's the mannerisms of their lifestyle and how it affects on a positive or negative aspect other people. Do they uplift people? Do they genuinely help people? Or are they just all out for themselves? It'll all show in the mannerisms of their lifestyle. Trying to help some folks out there. I don't pay attention to what people say. I watch what they do. I watch the results. And that's what I judge on. That's what I look and review and understand who these people are. Because you could have Yahweh results or satanic results. And the satanic disastrous results is a direct result of people disobeying, going outside of the confines of the law. This is when you have this chaos. But when you have order and you have things done right, then you got peace. You have to be willing to put in the work. Emotional, spiritual, intellectual. A lot of people were just too lazy as a people. I'm out there. I'm actually engaging the actual community out here, something that I've never done before. And I've been out here for a while now. But now it's just like, there's no motivation. And you see this across the board. There's no motivation. There's no ambition. It's like it's a dead people. It's literally walking dead people going to work, jobs and it's just mental poverty, emotional poverty, spiritual poverty, economic poverty. It's just destitute across the board, and it's very much unfortunate. But again, for those who are willing to put in the work, for those who are going to say, you know what, hey, this ain't for me. This ain't for me. You're going to have to put in the work, and Yah will bless the labor of your hands. He will send you the resources that you need, because this is how we heat our cabins. This is how we heat our homes. And like I said, I have 5 wood stoves that are going, and that could be going at any given time. So we're going to stack this stuff because I see what's going. I see where we're going, especially from an economic perspective, which we've been tracking this stuff. Hey, and I got to plan accordingly. I see what's happening. I got to plan accordingly, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be implementing some new directives in this home. that we're going to be focusing on because we see where it's going. We just clearly see where it's going from an economic perspective. So therefore, you need to be preparing spiritually, physically. You got these folks out here that believe that you can be a spiritual and you ain't got to do nothing. You got to sit on your ass and spaceships are gonna come. It's a shame. It really is a shame. This is the thought process. This is what's going on. But we're gonna go ahead and process this wood. We're going to go ahead and process this wood. So what we have here is efficiency. Wood comes off here, gets split on the wood splitter, and then stacked with pallets right there. We're going to get it done. For those who are out there getting it done, stay blessed, stay encouraged. Keep your head on the swivel, but focus on the work, because if you focus on foolishness, you ain't gonna get nothing done. Now, me personally, I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. I am entertained though. This shit is entertaining.